Hi, it's Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're on to the next viewer request in the key of B flat. Uh, Come, let us worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. And it is a song that is referenced in the African American Heritage Hymnal. As I say, every church musician needs their own musical Bible. So as you can see, I keep mine at hand because you never know when I may get a reference to that, to any song. And it happens to be, I believe, the number two song in it. Yes, number 106. If you can see that with this camera. There we go. It is the second song in this hymnal. And yes, I did learn this song from the original recording. So we're going to give you, as I often say, the nuts and bolts of this type of song. I always try to say the song is matched up with a particular era of music, and this song is no different. It's matched up with the big band sound. First of all, our key is going to be B flat, and if you're seeing this video in the month of October 2024, this is my anniversary here on YouTube. 18 years. The first few years, I was getting my feet wet with just sharing a lot of video, a lot of music. Later on in those years, I began to position myself with cameras and software to be able to show you more of what the gospel music sound of my era, the traditional gospel music, and as it branched off into the very many different variations, but still based on traditional. The big band sound is a uh, an era of music where everything was large. You had a big, huge sound. This song is no different. And when I do the scales, it is to get you not only limbered up, but to see that you can bounce around scales and to be able to manipulate the notes. So, melody is based on the scales. This song is full three-part harmony. In the one, come, let us worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. And if you look at these chords, they are in the number system: one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And I always say octave eight because it's higher than when you started, but it's one again. So your chords are even built on the Nashville system. So this is where you're going to start. What you want to do when you're learning this song, or if you're just finding another approach to it to sound more fuller in your music, you want to be able to give your chords a full spectrum of tones. That's the full spectrum that I gave this song. You see, I got this chord here, but then I added this one on my bass hand, the fifths, I believe, right? Or perfect fourths. There's a fifth there. Guys, you switch it around. Perfect fourth, perfect fifth. Come, let us worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Now, what you saw me do right there is that I didn't have to play um the choir voicing. Sometimes you have a choir that's struggling holding their note. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. But you really want to go and hang a chord and let them sing, but then catch them of holiness. Now, what this song does, it goes to the G flat, to the A flat, and back to the one. So we got the one in G flat, the one in A flat, and back to the one in B flat. So what you're going to do is you're going to, if you don't have a drummer, which is generally what I didn't have a majority of the time, I used my bass hand to be my rhythm section. Now our chord is going to change. And these are the jazz, the big band sound chords. You may hear me reference some of the number system because I never learned to play by the number system. I learned how to play the association of melody, which is scales, chords, which is the combination of scales played in single notes, and progressions, which is what you hear in the different styles of music that I was what is the word I want to use? That was presented to me as a young jazz musician in a high school band. These chords I heard, and we consider this the progressions. 2, let me see, 2, 5, 1. If you were going to E flat and you're in B flat, now some may call this the 5, 1, 4. It is just a way for the music to travel from one key, B flat, to the next key, E flat. I often say I used to use my own analogy. It's like walking, taking a plane, or taking a train to get to. Well, let me see, walking, train, or plane was the analogy I would always demonstrate. You can go from here. That's the plane. That's the train, or that's walking up to the 4. So the song, again, progressions. There's no, the entire song has, let me see, how many changes you have? Worship him, give my God. Okay, so you've got about 3 different modes of the songs. So we're still in mode 1. Come, let us worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. G flat, A flat, back to B flat. Come, let us worship the Lord in the beauty of. Gonna change. Give him to the 4, the glory. Now, if you consider we're in E flat, this would be the 1, 7, 6. But it could be the 4, 3, 2 in B flat. Diminished chord, again, this is gospel. Sharp to 4, give him the praise. To the 6 major with a 7th on it. Walk it up. Now to the 2, come, let us worship the Lord. Let's give him the. That's where your tenors are. So you may call that scene 1. Once they're singing in that scene, let's see if I can pull up a drum pattern, because these chords make more sense when there's a drum pattern. Let's see if I have one that matches it, number 1. Let's see what this pattern does. This pattern might fit. Let me just adjust the tempo. Adjust the tempo. We'll slow it down for practice. Let us worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Come, let us worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Give him the glory. Down to the diminished, give him the praise. Major on the 6, 2, come, let us worship the Lord. Let's give him the. You want to play with the music. Change. Walk up. 2, 3. Diminish 5. Again, this is lesson mode. let us worship the Lord. Let's give him the and it becomes a lot easier when you have a pattern to work for. Because now, and you can see me, I'm saying the lyrics. I don't sing. I've got my AI singers when I want to sing, but that helped me always to be able to position the correct chords within how the original song was constructed without me going in and trying to reharmonize it. Most of the times I didn't reharmonize any songs I learned because I wanted to enhance it for the mindset of the congregation that I had with me. So I sounded as close to the original as close to the original recording in case somebody in the audience actually played on the album. So that's the first part of the song. And I think that repeats for like 4 or 5 sessions of the song. So worship him is now the next portion of the song. We're still in the one. So worship him. This is where the choir voices are. What are you going to do here? You can do the same thing. You can be here while the choir is up here. Go to the 4. Word. Now, here's the jazz in me. Shub him, because it's going to wind up in that 2 with a major sound. We call it C9 here, because this is the jazz term. Now to the 5. Give my God the glory. Again, this is the bass chords. Give my God the praise. Now the choir is doing this. If you can pull that off with your hands, I could. I didn't want to show it, but that's what the choir was doing. So you're going to be, let me see, worship him, 7th. That's where the voicing is, but you can go here. Shub him. Block chords. Give my God the glory. If I got to read, I should open up the book and see. Give my God the praise. Now, because I practice this, I can do this without even thinking about it. You can do that if you want, but if your choir members are snappy with their voicing, you can just hold it. Worship him. The other 2/5, this is 1, 2, 5, 1, or this version of it. I'm holding the chord so you can see it. Give. Now you know this is the chord. That's your choir voicing. You can do this while they're doing that. This is chromatic up. Holding this note. And slow it down. Or worship him. Ba, ba, ba. Worship him. Now here's where the change. I like doing this part. Bum, bum, bum. Come, let us worship the Lord. Let's give him the. And that is 80% of the entire song. The rest is how, again, the person who is directing how long that they want the song to go. So let's see if we can give you 2 with a rhythm part. So worship him. Worship him. Give my God the glory. Give my God the praise. The flat 7. Worship him. us worship the Lord. Let's give him the Now you can look at that as a pentatonic scale, which is why I said jazz is so synonymous with the gospel sound. 2, 3, bum, bum, bum. Just embellishing it on it. And on it down the beat. To the top. Come, let us worship the Lord in the beauty of. And you gotta meet their correct notes. Come, let us worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Give him the honor. Diminished chord, give him the praise. Messed up. First time on the piano since yesterday. Let's see. Give him the Lord. Turn on this chord. This chord, give him the praise. Come, let worship the Lord. Practice to come, let us come worship the Lord. Different ways to get the same. 2, 5 to the 1. Bum, 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 bum. Come, let worship the Lord. Always to improv. Let's give him the praise. Bum, 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 bum. And worship him. In the vamp. Get comfortable because you know where you're going. Let's give him the praise. All right, and that is your lesson on Come, Let Us Worship the Lord in the Beauty of Holiness. Now, you saw me doing a lot of different movement there. That is called improv. I know where the music is going, so I'm taking advantage of the different things that scale practice allows me to do. G, da, 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 da. So I can hear it in my head. My hands, because of practice, will know where to go. Practice will give you the ability to prepare for when you are ready to perform. Sam Tova, Sound of Joy Music Services. As always, give us that thumbs up, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell. We do have some other viewer requests on the list. Take care now. See you on the next viewer request. Take care.